we're on the same sides again. That's all I can say. And I'm telling you, if I see Yuumi, you're solo casting. I will not accept Yuumi. Not even falling through.
I was born ready.
But
I was, you know, these duos we have, me and you, Oshin and Ox, Munch and Dag, I don't like it. Get me in there with myself, you and Nizelle. You guys are both quirky, fun-loving guys.
Yeah. We love Corky. Corky and Victor, I think if there's ever been more... Hang on a minute. You can't wear a tie with a hoodie. I don't understand that. The zip up was just above the tie. I'm sorry. Completely distracted. And I didn't get a good look at who that was, Lyric, but pink tie with a gray zip up hoodie? No. There's no way in any fashion world that works.
Look, no, because the rule of fashion is the more obscure and the less it works, the more it actually does work. So you clearly don't understand fashion. As we come in, Weibo keeping their bands completely the same. TT being the ones to change it up so far. The Caitlyn being the thing that is different. Left open once again. Weibo did go towards that to great effect in game 1 with Wanfong absolutely popping off in that 2v2. I do think TT showed their hand a bit too soon by first rotating the Lux in that draft, which just opened up for the Nautilus to come out, and then they had so much kill pressure as we saw. Just chain the hook into the trap. Bam, they were killing left and right.
Yep.
TT this time around realized, hey, Jinx is, at least in my mind, the most AD carry on the patch so far. I've been quite surprised to see teams continuously opt into the Ophelio side of the matchup when Jinx does have the advantage going in. And for TT now, it's an easy rotation, right? They pick up the Jinx. They were hovering the Xin Zhao before. I think the Xin Zhao definitely provides more into a team composition than the Lee Sin does, just with the amount of space that your ultimate does provide. Yeah, right? Just the amount of space that it does bring and the damage it does mitigate. But Frigid is feeling feisty, gets the Lee Sin, gotta look for some of the big plays. You know what? It might be the 9th game of the day, but this isn't the time to let our energy die.
No way, dude.
It's time to double down.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm with you. I told you, tonight if I get kicked out of the apartment, I get a knock on the door. You know, people saying, what's up? Why are you shouting? I did put a note in everyone's letterbox, by the way. I had to let them know that nothing bad is happening here. It's just some good old League of Legends casting. Importantly from that, you've just given Weibo Gaming a winning 2v2. Now, Lyric, Lux, Caitlyn, like that is a nightmare lane to play against. It doesn't matter if you're Jinx or not. You have to do Lulu here, right? You have to cement a 2v2 that can survive.
I wonder, right, if they do go towards that, or they do opt into the kill pressure bot lane, bring the Lee Sin down, have Richard play a similar way that he did last time around. You can see Southwind on your screens, very deep in thought in how he does want to answer out and round out the first phase for the side of Thunder Talk. But nope, they don't want to do a Lulu. They don't want to do a kill lane.
You're solo
they
casting.
just want to go towards the Yuumi once again. All right. Am I solo casting starting now, or?
Yeah, you're doing it now until until I decide to come back. Yeah, I tell you what, the temptation to walk off is definitely there.
All right, so, okay, Lyric, going into the second phase of Pixel Bands, what do you want to see? Well, Lyric, we already see TT taking away the Corki. There is nothing in the universe that makes me happier than that decision. Looks like top lane bans coming out from Weibo on the opposite side. They don't want to leave New on a pick where he can just sit on an island, chill out, and not get absolutely abused by the Shy. Because speaking of the Shy, right, he has been a consistent point in laning phase, both him and Angel, taking advantage of their solo lane matchups thus far this game. Now for TT, another smile on my face would be the Victor, just instantly out of game. But there it is, Lyric. The Syndra taken off the board. A proactive playmaker that would pair with the Xin Zhao. Bring a ton of action and fun. No longer going to be here now. The last man, Galio, off the board. Thank God, Captain CS will probably be better this game than it was before. Zoe coming in, though. Zoe Lee Sin, we know, mid-jungle 2v2 skirmishes, river control, bam, people burning summoners, and Captain picking them up. Funnily enough, friends of the world out there listening, Hysteric Sly, he is still actually here.
I am, dude.
He moved off his camera, but I could see, like, the top of his hair.
I'm sitting down.
Just kind of chilling out.
I had to sit down, dude. I can't deal, like, you know, about Yumi that just takes me into a faraway place. And look, we've got Gragas again. So Lyric, I can't let you do it all. You've done 9 individual games. You've done 7.5 hours. Making you solo cast is cruel. I know as much as you love
My
it.
show.
Okay, well, if you want it, you take it.
No. Well, I just want to highlight the Gragas coming out once again from Shy. I would prefer Tank Gragas coming out more than the AP variant, especially with the way that their compositions are being built, right? To where it is more front-to-back style siege and team fight coming through. So him just being a unit that could buy space, that can absorb damage, try and find access to the backline if needed, I think feels a lot more important than any damage he provides, or even Everfrost bringing some utility, because realistically, who are you going to be able to hit Everfrost on and add to the composition? For TT, though, they're falling in the same vein. I think just lock in the Ornn. Front-to-back skirmishing as well. You have the long-range engage. I love Ornn up against champions like Caitlyn Lux. In the past, you'd see him picked a lot into things like Azir, because you don't need to get up close and personal like a Gragas or like back in the day of a Maokai, right? You just open up Call of the Forge God, get the slow in there. If you land it, it gives time for Frigid to be able to close the gap.
It's incredible to me that for TT, you know, being able to run this same bottom lane, but more importantly, change it up where there's a lot more stability. And Lyric, you know, with Ornn, I always talk about team fighting. I always look at him and say, okay, well, the 5v5 looks really strong here. There's a good amount of pick potential too, and I want you to run me through if it's just a matter of time here for Weibo Gaming, where this roster is trying to play this game 3 for the laning phase and to push ahead towards a mid game.
I'll be honest, in terms of scaling and waiting out, I feel like there's such dominant things on both sides. I mean, heck, last game round we said maybe if Weibo get into a good position, they'd be the winner. But for the side of TT, I feel like this Yumi just changes the dynamic so much. Is something we were reminded last game. Her ult range is absolutely massive. How do SOFM and the Shy ever get to a position where they are able to find an engage to set up damage, or get into a point where they are first on objectives? Their bot lane will win much heavier this time around, I think, for the side of Weibo. So potentially you will be the ones to control the dynamic, push in, get those turret plates, bringing Frigid down. But then it is going to be about some of the skirmishes in the bottom side, and Yumi doing so much to enable the Lee Sin coming out from Frigid.
Where this whole series has been about enabling the bottom side, hasn't it? Captain has often picked up this Galio that we've seen. We don't even get Car. We're just straight into the game, and I'm kind of interested to see that for the first time in this series, Captain is on something like the Zoe and can have that lane presence. Angel's been getting away with dominating lane both game 1, game 2. This time around, Lyric, it doesn't feel as one-sided. It feels like Captain will have more options available, and maybe even give TT a chance to, you know, play through a lane that isn't just bot, that also to be able to influence a lane that has a great 2v2 when Zoe's level 3 and beyond.
Yeah, exactly right. Victor's still incredibly strong at level 1, like we've highlighted, but Captain will be able to come online level 3. Also, starting off with Ignite, is running the Unsealed Spellbook for more utility, more impact, and variety in team fights later on. So, will be a bit of pressure between Frigid and Captain in this matchup. On the opposite end, though, we have highlighted the bot lane dynamic coming in, which should be favorable for Suning coming out. And good note for top side, as we are just kind of running the lanes, the Shy has opted into the tank Gragas this time around.
Yes. The Grasp of the Undying is what you're referring to, of course. As Weibo Gaming actually, Puff not going to fall for it. Southwind, and he bind it out straight away. And Huanfeng and On get absolutely nothing. Puff will get healed up too, and start of the lane trying to cheese it out and get an instant advantage. Almost worked out.
Ooh, who's ready? Look at the jungle pathing. We're heading down towards the bottom side for both. We can even see Frigid just going from buff to buff. Heck, might even just level 2 gank bot. He's going for it.
It's going to be so quick. Puff and Southwind getting the damage off as well. Huanfeng gets slowed on down. This is not good. Weibo Gaming force out the heal from Puff, but time is all they needed. The flash, not kick, of course, level 2. It's a Sonic Wave first blood. On the next target. Lyric, it's an absolute disaster.
It is turning around for TT. After game 2, I went on Twitter, saw Kelsey Moser put, a new era starts now for Thunder Talk. And that's what we're talking about. Frigid, red buff into bot lane, kill secured. Huanfeng and On, are they because it is Puff and Southwind's time to shine. Frigid making his way down, goes for the ward hop, flashes to force the flash out for Huanfeng, does save his Q though to be able to secure that one. And with all the extra summoners that Ayumi does provide, makes it easy to close out on that last kill.
A 2-kill Lee Sin Lyric at pre-3 minutes in the game. A 1k gold lead for TT. It may as well have been that early of an invade as New versus the Shy. Grasp trades all around. We're not going to see too much action. It's two very, very big objects.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're going to see a lot of action. You're not going to see a lot of meaningful action.
Hang on. Shy running out of mana. I feel like with a barrel roll timed, you could be in a bit of trouble, but maybe I'm wrong. What do you mean meaningful action? Wet noodles always fun, and honestly, we don't see enough of them these days. So it's kind of nice.
You're just the one who said there's going to be no action. Now you're questioning my use of the word meaningful?
Yeah, okay. Well, I take it all back. I was wrong anyway. It's Frigid. Not going to get the smite through. SOFM. Now he has to get out. That flash about to come in handy. He's over the wall. Captain here with the Tron Buffalo. Connects. There's no follow-up, guys. Weibo, make sure of that. And the steal's good, Lyric. But still, the problem is that Frigid has 500 gold over him. Observers getting baited up top. Are they though?
Ooh, you know, story's the same though, right? Because you look at mid and top, Weibo Soul Laners completely dominating New and Captain. The Shy just outclassing Thorn here in this matchup.
Yeah.
Angel going to be looking for a reset right now as well. Does have the flash up, so get some items under his belt. The boots, the Doran's ring coming in. Will be able to play a bit more aggressively. Captain does match in terms of items though, so like we said, the trades maybe we'll be able to start coming out more favorably, especially if Frigid starts looking towards this mid lane. Does have a control ward available now. It'd be cool to see those used around that lane, and then make your way towards enabling bot once again, right? Because you've already got summoners up to Caitlyn and Lux. This would be a very easy lane to look for a repeat games on.
And this test Frigid does it because the jungler versus SOFM, it's like a world's finalist jungler in 2020 and someone who is a Spartan of the league versus a Fridge who's very new to the league. Guys, if you don't know what Frigid is, it's time to look up the definition. Because this jungler has struggled, you know, moving into the mid game, struggled enabling TT in the early part of the split. Lyric, the early game's never been a problem for TT, but again, I want to see that transition played out in this final game against Weibo. Because when you have a 2-kill Lee Sin, all we're doing is tracking Frigid right now and how far he can push that advantage to close it out for TT, to balloon this gold gap even further.
Yeah, he's already making his way down towards the bot side to gank that Weibo bot lane, but
nice, good pronunciation.
doesn't look like he's gonna, you know, yeah, just had to flex it once.
Yeah.
But you know, in our eyes, they'll always be Weibo gaming. SOFM though, still around this side of the map. We are highlighting Frigid leaning towards mid, allowing and working with Captain to move down towards his bottom side. To spot out that the red buff is still up, he should know if he's on this side of the map. SOFM, nice eye as well, seeing the fact that Captain did walk down from mid towards bot, so Angel passing that information over. He is going to make sure that he doesn't get caught off guard by a man advantage roam squad coming out from Thunder Talk. And yeah, Weibo keeping early game steady, and Frigid not wanting to waste too much time is going to just go back to farming his camps.
Kind of crazy to me is Puff and on trade back and forth that SOFM has 20 CS up on Frigid. And you see with SOFM's pathing heading towards topside, a lot more camps to go. Lyric, this guy, you can say whatever you want in previous form, hasn't been amazing the 2 series we've seen prior to this. SOFM's farming abilities remain, you know, some of the best in the jungle.
It also just goes back to the trade-off set that, you know, we've been hitting on in League of Legends forever, right? Is when you're dedicating your time somewhere, that means you're losing your time somewhere else.
Sure.
Frigid dedicating a lot to hovering around his lanes, playing towards this. SOFM on the opposite side, picking up all the camps he can on the map to make sure once this game does get into a mid-game state where, you know, his Victor is a bit more online, same with Caitlyn, he will be a fine and strong engager and frontline unit for the rest of the squad. Though, I think this game is already getting off to a very scary start in terms of just the amount of pressure their bot lane's putting up, and the fact that TT is once again going to start stacking dragons. TT have continuously been the team to be able to get these early dragons. It is going to put a lot of pressure on Weibo later on to have to commit into them to look for the smite steals and can end with advantageous fights for TT like we've been seeing.
At least you can roll the dice a little bit in your favor because we're not going to get into the new dragons this game. Smelly Dragon comes up second. Means
You know,
we're left with the 4 originals.
you make a great point. when you say roll the dice.
Yeah.
Because if 369 was on the Rift right now, this game would be all over the place. We'd probably would have seen like 2 solo kills top by now. Not saying for 369, but in some direction.
Sorry, Lyric, I'm not sure if that was one of us went for a recording. Could have been either one of us at this point, but you know, you're right. Could have gone in either direction, and I feel like we'd be talking about Weibo Gaming with 9 in the first game, and last game would be like a 6. It was somewhere in between 3 and 6. That's how it felt. Hell's gonna start here, Lyric. And you're up, or maybe you're not, because Frigid's caught out. You know what? An easy shutdown. It's given over to the Victor. Angel says thank you so much as the Shy and you beef it out. Gragas is going to absorb a lot more of the Shimmer and send it right back out. New gets sent packing, and Herald's a freebie. Lyric, that's one way to give over the early game that Frigid acquired.
But there we go, SOFM aggressively flashing forward onto Frigid.
Yeah.
We see, I almost called him Hung because of how aggressively he walked forward as well.
Sure.
On walking forward, hitting that binding, and we get some action on the Rift. Herald's gonna come down as well. New missing out on some gold up in that top side. A 20 CS advantage already being built up for the Shy. So, and the Shy this time around can feel more confident about going into teamfights. Doesn't have to be afraid that he's a squishy AP, like pseudo mage, pseudo assassin like champion. And if the Shy is able to go in, then that means we will potentially be able to see some of these plays where you go for the E-Flash into
sandwich.
the explosive cast onto Jinx.
Good binding here on top of Frigid once again. The collapse, beautiful. The burn down, ticking is on. Flashes for the auto, but he doesn't have enough damage. Angel as well has his own summoner. Frigid gets out, if only just.
That is so depressing.
Yeah.
Coming out for On, so close to being able to do it, but he isn't able to. Still generating pressure for the mid lane, gonna be able to make his way down towards spot now. But Weibo stepping up at least in terms of trying to find the action on point with these skill shots.
I mean, that's why he called it Hung, right? You just see the flashes forward.
Yep.
The ability to be a bit of a Chad. Because we know that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw our Mojo-ometer the other day, but
He was
Hung
on
was
it.
#1 on my list of Mojo.
Isn't it a Majometer? Mojo-ometer. Isn't
Yeah.
it Majometer? Yeah.
I don't know how it's pronounced. You could also say Mojo meter, I guess. You know,
Ooh, I like that
there's
too.
plenty of ways.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what Mojo is, Austin Powers explains it in one of his movies. Good trouble bubble. Frigid nearby as well. Angel has a flash available, but will he be alive to use it? The Ignite's down. The dodge away from Super Mega Destroyer.
Oh,
and the Sonic
that
Wave.
sidestep.
Angel's going to get flashed on by Captain. A couple more autos to take him down, but that's a trade. Angel deserves the praise for getting a 1-for-1.
Angel sidestepping that Sonic Wave was clean, making sure Captain has to commit into him and finding more in the mid lane when TT are the ones dedicating resources, even opening up for SOFM, threatened Frigid off his own jungle camps. Doesn't look like the Raptors were up though, so not going to get anything out from that one. We also saw a little bit of a highlight in top lane. The Shy still absolutely dominating New having to back off because they saw SOFM start to path towards that top side jungle. They don't know where he went from there. He could have been threatening a dive on top side, so New is going to respect that, and it's going to open up for plates. How has the Shy gotten 3 plates as Gragas against Orn?
I don't know, man. Same as Gragas in the previous matchup. On's going to get targeted here. Puff healed back up into fruition after sending out the final chapter. That's going to absorb the damage. He's Gary's Yumi as Frigid's still in the bottom side. And the bottom side, speaking of TT, once again, doing well. But Lyric, there's a Herald mid. Angel just picked up a bit of a trade kill. And this Victor getting more gold. Again, Angel this whole series has been in a very good position. Weibo Gaming going back to it again.
Yeah, Angel showing that he's definitely been a cut above captain, at least in terms of laning phase. Has had good matchups pretty much the whole time. I do want to throw that out there to, you know, Captain very consciously choosing what he was doing with those Galio picks coming out, trying to just roam around, but still, I'm going to take that away from Angel. Dragon coming up now. We've seen with the pressure that Weibo are generating from mid, this should be a Dragon that they are finally able to pick up early on. Both top lane TTs look like they are about to come up, but TT starting to make their way down like they want to contest.
Okay, well, Puff is here first. He's going to get bounded out as On just unleashes hell. Look at the poke coming through. That's 2 ultis out from the bottom lane. And now Puff can't join. Free Dragon for you. Frigid as well backing away. after Captain pushes the wave through mid. So first Dragon for Weibo Gaming, second of the game, and it is going to be an Infernal Soul Lyric. Very good for both of the comps. Infernal, good for everyone, we should say, is, hey, the Shy's going to get more play.
Yeah, Infernal Soul is like free money, you know? Just welcome. It doesn't matter who you are. You just like free money. As News Turret has been a bit of an ATM for the Shy on the opposite side. He's getting whatever he likes, taking out transactions every so often, but I don't care about the Shy right now. That's a tank versus tank matchup. They have the Yumi ultimate.
The bottom chapter, the safeguard, straight to the ward going golden, but on the trap. The kickback's an easy one. The ulti in place as well. Frigid close to dying, but ignore that. Southwind's here. Heals back up. Frigid will get out of there. Once again, the bottom lane Lyric. TT, it's their saving grace.
Yeah, On was able to buy a nice amount of time, but like you said, it didn't matter. The traps were able to come out from Puff. And Puff, once again, capitalizing on the lead that they're able to find in the spot lane. Just getting a lot of value out of this Yumi pick. Seems like a strategy that TT have been practicing and warming up to bring out on stage. And oh, Juan Fong, you got to be a little bit careful, buddy.
Of who? Of SOFM? I'd say yes, he's going to go on in, but Frigid's still here. The patience out of that man. The Crescent Guard as well, but it's not going to do anything. Puff's going to heal this back up. The flash away. They killed him with the cat. It's Justice, but Justice is a double-edged sword at times. That makes no sense. Look, pause for now. Sonic Wave after Frigid dodged away with the flash. Not going to follow up as On rejoins the lane. Note that Captain down here is danger as well, but the Shy hits up turret. First turret blood to the Gragas top against it on. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I just can't believe what I saw bot. I guess Frigid just expected they would have been able to kill
with the cleanse.
SOFM.
Lyric, Frigid's in for this. Sonic Wave once again. This Lee Sin is in love with the bottom lane. And SOFM's like, I got camps to farm. I'm not hanging around for this.
Yeah, he's not going to waste his time. Got to be efficient in the eyes of SOFM.
He's still here.
Frigid is the jungler that heck, maybe it's send Frigid to top esports. You know, this might be exactly what they need. This might be a bit more extreme than Xiaopeng. As we see here, SOFM comes in, they go to play immediately, Exhaust comes down, they buy times on the choppers, and Frigid starts to walk away here after stacking his Conqueror. And yeah, it seems like he wanted to give the kill over to Puff, but calculation not exactly on point.
No, definitely not. After Frigid's had, you know, that double kill at the start with the very inventive level 2 gang, that brought TT into the forefront of a very confident early game, but not sure if I can say that now that we've got a 3K gold lead for Weibo Gaming. They got the first Herald, they got top and mid Lyric. There's no trade from TT. Bottom lane stays standing, mid and top are pretty healthy too. We have a Fimbulwinter Gragas this time as the first item, and SOFM is about to pick up the Herald, Lyric, Ludens, Gale Force. Even though Jinx is big, I'm seeing a Weibo Gaming that are a lot bigger here and have a lot more options moving into this mid game.
Yeah, I mean, Weibo have 2 lanes to play out from, right, as compared to TT only having the singular one. I think that the interesting part will be when we're at Dragons, right? Because I think we can expect how the map state will go for now in terms of if Frigid groups up around mid, their bot lane will be able to keep up pressure, maybe rotate them around the map, maybe even just try to find a pick outright, but it should be around their duo lane most likely, because Angel should just be safely catching waves around his turret, unless Frigid is showing, and the Shy can just continue to dominate in the top lane. So we're going to be looking mid that way. For the side of Weibo, I think it's looking towards sides like we see SOFM and On doing right now.
On a ward though, Frigid here in the fog of war. Angel's going to use the Herald and Frigid's still waiting. The kick backwards, the reality is TT are bringing down the cavalry. It's going to be 4 members towards the bottom side. Angel's moving up too. Frigid not spotted out now, and On has to go back, but his pathing's not going to be helping him out as Angel's in the middle. He's buying his time. The fact he's still alive, but a Searing Charge gets the knock up, and now the Shy in the middle of it as well. Up the creek without a paddle. You laughs in the face of danger. You all saw that, the quick spam as TT get a pick right before the Dragon.
Frigid has got to be the most patient man in the LPL.
Easy.
Probably the type of human being who falls asleep to Bob Ross, which is the type of human being that I respect. And it's going to open up for a Dragon for the side of TT, most likely. It's a 5v4 right now. Yumi ultimate still, actually every ultimate across the board except the Dragon's Rage Kick is available on the side of Tunder.
I mean, Captain doesn't do too much damage to him. Running into New, this Ornn trying to buy time. He's not tanking up at this point with Yuumi. Maybe I'm wrong. Call the Forge God gets knocked up by SOFM as the engage comes through the explosive cask as well. Absolutely gorgeous. The Shy running forward, zoning them out, and the Dragon might be a freebie even without the jungler as Captain runs on in. One Fong doesn't care for now. It's Angel who secures it, and the Gragas is belly flopping in front of TT's face.
And you nailed it, Hysterics. We just saw how much tankier the Shy was that New on the opposite side in that fight. Yeah, he was absorbing pretty much every cooldown to where New was just getting completely whittled down by the members of Weibo, and that was without their Victor there to start off the skirmish. We're now going to be able to pivot back into pushing out these side lanes, get some vision down. We're going to go back into the replay. New just trying to buy space. The other members hitting Dragon. But look at the damage Captain does on the Shy. It's almost nothing. Where we see here, New is just getting absolutely whittled down by SOFM, by Huanfeng, and by the Shy himself. They find those two picks, and they know they can easily turn over to be able to pick up this Infernal Drake.
Well, 2 Dragons now and start stacking up for Weibo Gaming. Definitely a condition we can start talking about, Lyric. And, you know, coming into this one, I want to reiterate, like we always talk about team compositions here. You mentioned great scaling, but the scaling with Yuumi and an Ornn. Of course, Ornn adding that extra 4 or 5k gold value is important. But heading into this mid-game, it does feel like Weibo Gaming, with their gold lead, with the fight we just saw, are going to be the team that we talk about being the strongest for the next 10, 15 minutes, depending on how this escalates. Hang on. Okay, the Shy explosive cast gets out. There's the ulti. Away with the body. That's 3 people top! The Shy brings it out again, like, hello?
I can't wait for whoever casts Weibo next, because they have the easiest segment ever of finding the Shy highlight clips. Hopefully it's you, because I know you love doing that.
We did one today. I feel like it's just...
We did one today. Any opportunity you find where you can do it, you just do it. You just slam that in there. But going back to your point, right?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like we saw in the last fight that it makes a big difference how the gold is allocated on each side. We're getting a replay of this, despite that nothing really happens, right? Kick comes out. We do see the cask as well able to buy space. And the Shy just dodging out on the Ram is quite spicy. But yeah, big advantage in top side for the Shy. And both team comps, right? It's going to be all about hitting frontline. You shouldn't really have too much access to the backline with the way that these stacked out with like Enchanter support, tank up top, and then hyper carries down in the bottom lane. So the fact that the Shy will be able to absorb a lot more than New on the opposite side, I think will be the deciding factor. Also, Angel, who will be getting to the point where he's outputting more DPS than Captain, even just itemizing more aggressively, right? Sitting on Sorcerer Shoes over Merc Treads on Captain, and even being closer to his next item. So across the board, whether it is like damage profile or tankiness, it feels like Weibo are indexed better into those front-to-back team fights. Huanfeng, though, is behind Puff in terms of itemization. So game comes down to Puff once again. What can you say?
Who knew? Who knew it would go this way? But at the very least, even though Huanfeng's a bit behind, it's only about half an item behind. He's even picked up a bit of a bounty in this game. Trying for the nuke, and you know, Angel, you were mentioning this mid laner, and I'm scanning across items, and of course the Shy is the one that stands out to me. I'm also looking at an Ornn that's going Chemtech and Chemtank, excuse me. And we've seen a lot of this out of the Ornns recently, Lyric. Pause that, hold the thought, Huanfeng caught out, Gale Force. Again, just the edge of the Ram Jam that knocks him up. Lyric, what's next? What do you want to talk about next?
I just wonder what TT's thought process was. You know that Huanfeng is everything now. Has Gale Force, has Flash. You're not making a play on mid right there. Even if you find the pick, I guess you're trying to transition into Baron, but that would be super risky. That would be a massive flip with the amount of AoE that the side of Weibo has to be able to contest you. So I feel like they just lost a lot of time, allowed for another wave of side lanes to be able to get pushed in. And yeah, could have lended itself into better setup in side lanes yourself. More vision coming down from the Dragon. It's going to be up in 50 seconds, but in the end, no, resets coming out on both sides. And Hysterics, with the fact that Dragon is coming out, we're going to be keeping our eyes on Weibo. They're making their way on the map first, so you're going to be able to get those Caitlyn traps down for a potential Dragon fight. You're going to be able to look for the front to back like we had last time around and enable the Shy to be able to absorb the same amount of damage as before. But Ornn upgrades are starting to come out for the side of TT.
That's true. It's kind of ironic, though, that the true Fridge, not Frigid, not new on the Ornn, It is the Shy here as the Arctic off Kragas as he stands deep in the enemy jungle. News decided it's time to upgrade his own item, of course, being level 13. Weibo had the push here towards mid, the tier 1 no longer standing. Captain aiming for angles, taking over the chem tank, but just jumped on, flashed away. The light binding, final spark was exactly that. The Shy zoning once again, and TT backing all the way towards their turret. You have to go forward, but look at the HP bar here from Captain. It's going to take a bit of time for Southwind to bring him back up to speed.
Yeah, you know, I feel like there's not enough tension in this scenario. Okay, ultimate is being opened, Hysterics.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Call the Forge God. Okay, it's over. Look at where the Shy is in the backline as Gale Force is taken, and there you can't build up fake tension. You gotta know when it's natural.
Yes, you can. I'll do it right now. Okay, we see Dragon being hit by Juan Fog. It's going. Minions being killed. What can TT do in this moment?
I don't know, dude.
Raptors being sacrificed to Frigid.
Keep going.
Yeah, you're right. You can't.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you want me to keep going? Okay, wait. Okay, the Shy aggressively making his way down towards the bottom lane. The bottom lane turret is a sitting duck. What can TT even do in this moment? New trying to catch up in time, but he's not able to do it. The Shy threatening him off. The observers aren't even showing that. And I don't know why.
I like it.
Yeah,
I tell you what, imagine if every game was casted like that. Audience has to sit there and listen to everything being a level 10.
My God, that would be tragic.
That would be jarring as hell. It would burn the ears. Something serious.
Hey,
Well done.
we passed the 8-hour mark.
We did 8 hours of broadcast, dude. I feel like with some LCK falls in the past though, I don't think we have the record here at LPL. And look, we have gone for 10-hour broadcasts. Like that's happened before. Lyric, I think a Monty Joa cast has gone a lot longer.
My guess would also be yes.
Yeah, I feel like the old...
I remember watching OGN back in the days. It,
lots of pauses.
Quite long.
Lots of pauses, sorry. There definitely was. It feels like we've gone to 10, 11 over in the LCK in the past. You guys have had so many pauses. Yeah, we know LCK stuff is decided. You hear watching Weibo and Frigid. Oh my God, Lyric. I don't know why I'm on camera for me. For some reason, LPL English is completely moved off my screen. Kind of crazy. What did I miss?
You missed Frigid walking into the jungle. Weibo sitting in the trap or catching out. Weibo trying to start up a bit of a dive. I don't think it was necessarily a dive, just trying to finish Frigid off at mid. They weren't able to. TT get away, and guess what? Upgraded Kraken Slayer now for Puff.
Okay. Well,
I remember you used to be the king of the Ornn upgrade names. Oh, we don't have time to think about this. Shy getting cut out.
Yeah, but he's still tanky as hell. 2.5 items strong. He hasn't back for a while, but it might not matter here. Lyric TT trying to walk towards River. It's early for that dragon. Soul point already cheap before. We're kind of just waiting this one out. So we sit here for now. We wait. Lyric, I'll be honest. The pony needs to look it up. As Weibo Gaming continue to push on in. The gold lead at 4,000 still. Now they approach the tier 2, but with Puff and the wave clear, without the Baron, it makes it hard. With Court Forge on the side, the Shy dealing with the Fridge. But now for one Bong and on, they have to be careful as News got the knock-up as well. SOFM is separated from the team, but the burst damage coming through. Angel from the wing as well. TT behind the turret, but SOFM's down. Jungler is down as there's the explosive cast, but now the Shy separated from the team as well. Weibo, you're by yourself. Sonic Wave into Resonating Strike is not a reality. The Shy gets out, but Weibo Gaming, what are you doing?
I just gotta say though, the fact that the Shy is Tank Gragas can pretty much solo kill this Lee Sid is hilarious. I love it. Let's go, the Shy. On the opposite side though, TT seeing an angle, right? They spot out Gragas from the opposite side. They realize he has been a lot of the one doing a lot of the heavy lifting in these fights. We're gonna see how this one starts off. He called the Portrait of him come out. It does force onto Flash. SOFM though, trying to follow up. I think he's trying to buy a little bit of time for other members to follow through. Also gets chunked out. Angel gonna make his way over. And since he's getting his damage down onto Tank, Ornn isn't gonna be able to follow up on anything. And Puff just continues to run forward after Fruit does come out. So for TT, they're feeling like they're in a pretty good spot. And this is what we're talking about, right? Both sides have good front-to-back team fights, good scaling options, and abilities to catch people out. So I want to see how's the explosive cast used, right? Is the Final Spark able to hit numerous members? These types of questions.
especially since, you know, I was looking at that 4K gold lead. You talked about Ornn items, and I'm starting to think, wait, actually, there's the Wormfall and Sacrifice here onto Puff. And we've also got the Luden's upgrade here too. So gold actually meaning less and less every level that you get. Level 14 now, folks, as well. Keep that in mind. And he gets rooted down for the time being. New takes hardly any damage. Puff, on the other hand, from Huanfeng is a very different story. Now, I want to point out, healing reduction only there for the jungler, and it still annoys me, Lyric, as wave after wave comes through. 20 seconds till the dragon. TT walking towards the river. Angel walking up as well. Gonna get out with the Bellows Breath. New lucky to survive this one, but the poke over the wall. Frigid's dead. What a pick coming through here from Weibo Gaming. Now they start this one up, much like the Rolling Stones. New walking away, help of Yumi, the explosive cars, absolutely gorgeous. It's not raw at all, as On stays alive and Huanfeng on the chase away from the Zoe. Weibo Gaming have 5 members strong, Lyric, and Infernal Soul might be as good as theirs.
Weibo Gaming stick to their guns. They control the river. They're poking TT out, find the picks necessary to get the Infernal Soul. Wouldn't surprise me if they started pivoting. That was close, but not close enough. Pivoting into topside control and setting up for either baits on this Baron, trying to find teammates, or just outright burning it down, right? I definitely expect Weibo Gaming to be looking up towards the top side of the Rift. And for TT seeing how they can contend. We saw in that last fight that you hit on it. The Ornn items, I think, are definitely making a difference. Even the fact that New has gotten more items under his belt, he's not just easy to break apart like we saw in the scrimmage early in the game. But we're going to see here, it's Frigid who gets caught out. I believe it's by Angel who gets the damage down. Maybe On hits the binding first, if I remember correctly, yes. And then Angel throwing out the laser and the Chaos Storm. Bam! Instantly numbers advantage for the side of Weibo. The Shy forcing out a flash from Puff, and it leaves New in this awkward spot where he is just going to be able to go down. And man, Shy is having a performance on Gragas. Something you didn't expect to say last time.
Nah, man, I mean, it's the 3-item Gragas that takes no damage that has had these great ultimates. Been a really good final game from the Shy, and even though score's the same, note the 5K gold lead, 5.5 with an Infernal Soul. Weibo Gaming running at TT. Now, New's getting tankier and tankier, and we talked up his items. Eye of Luden is the other upgrade there as well. I've also just noticed that we have a support item getting built in too, Lyric. As on the side, Starcaster has been built, so that's 3 out of the potential 4. And Frigid aiming for the flank here. How do you get in? You need Weibo Gaming to walk towards one. News just dying. The rest of the team's still there, and Frigid's like, hey, I'm still aiming for this. But Weibo Gaming are chasing. TT are up the creek without a paddle, and New needs a Yumi friend. Captain doesn't get the top bubbles. SOFM goes in for the ulti too. Call the Forge God finally coming through. They're kiting back, hoping that Puff can get the space, but the Shy slowed down, taking no damage whatsoever. He has the explosive cast. He sends a Puff with a nice sidestep. They're burning through the Shy. Finally, though, the kick away. Puff the big carry. TT can actually find something if Puff stays alive. Frigid goes in, sent back. The rocket can't kill on. Puffs away with Southwind. Captain 2 out of the back of the fight. And Weibo, they might be fighting for Baron at this point, Lyric, because that's the only thing up.
Oh, I want to see if Captain finds anything sneaky. Nope, sadly doesn't. But you're right. For the side of Weibo, they find the kills. They're going to make their way over towards the Baron. Angel gets off a reset, but it doesn't matter. He can just TP back to the play. And now for Weibo, this should be a surefire Baron. No Super Mega Death Rocket to try and steal this one away. And Captain being so far away, looks like he might just go pick up top CS instead.
Well, is the Baron going to cement this game, Luke? That's my question to you. Because if this goes down and SOFM, we saw that smite. Oh, our ult hurts a lot of monk bombers up the mid lane turret. And a bit of catch-up objective gold as well, which is decent. I need to ask you, does this change it? Are we now at a point where, okay, TT are going to require a hell of a comeback? Or is it still these close fights that are going to continue forward?
I think fights will still be somewhat close in terms of, I mean, Puff is still going to put off damage, right? I think Weibo is solidly favored in this fight. As you can see, TT, even at this point, realizing that front to back 5v5, they will just outright lose. That's why Frigid was playing off Fog of War, hoping that Weibo would walk into an angle where he can find a clutch kick onto a carry. Isn't able to do that. Weibo able to continuously walk forward and just play off this range. The fact that they have Infernal Soul, the fact that they do have item discrepancies in certain roles. So now trying to sync up with the Shine bot side, who does have a wave for himself. They just picked up this turret. They can start rotating their force over from mid down to bot. Look to pick up the bot lane tier 2 tower and just keep this siege rolling forward.
I also want to point out that we do have an Oblivion Orb on. So I'm a happier man here, Lyric, as we see the Yuumi, you know, 006, 007 almost winding up again here for Southwind. The focus lane of TT going to have to pull out something, and you see that new ultimate come through as well. Captain even doing a bit of work on the side. Pup now finally joins in. The Shy getting hit pretty hard, but again, a big tanky boy this time around. Lyric 8k gold lead still pushing forward. As On looks for the pick on top of Frigid. He gets cornered out a little bit, and Angel as well to have the poke. Won't reach this time around. The waves push in and...
You gotta respect.
What am I respecting?
You gotta respect Frigid. Because Frigid keeps looking for a play, right? It might not be working out, it's extremely hard, but Frigid knows that in a standard scenario, they won't win. So that's why he's continuously off on these angles, looking to see if he can pick off a straggler. As, yeah, my screen just jumped back to myself.
It does that, doesn't it? You know, at this late game point, you can't trust technology. We're boomers, Lyric. We read newspapers and we go out and ride wagons. With New has to flash away, and back in the olden days, you didn't burn flash, you just used Ghost as New gets a knock up here in the base. Frigid going down though from Angel. Look at the burst damage on for the nuke. The 25 kill streak comes in, and it's a double kill immediately for Angel. They want to end this one in the water. Puff survives now. I believe Mikhail's was actually used as well. It was. The bell goes ding from Southwind, but I tell you what, it might be the wrong kind of bell. Are we winding this match up, Lyric? I'm not sure as TP comes in. Wait, but Weibo backing off.
There's no way we can be ending this matchup because we are not at 9 hours yet. So Weibo gonna back off, gonna do me a solid, and TT also, let's be real, they were putting up big damage, right? We saw Captain hit a Q on, I didn't see if it was, I think it was SOFM, which maybe just waiting their push to keep going. We're gonna see what happens here in the final engage though. New trying to find a way onto Angel was nowhere close, and yeah, it gives them the confidence. Oh, Frigid! Hey, Weibo in the left-hand corner of our screen are getting eldered.
And Frigid's on the run there, but it's way too late. It's smited down, and thank you, SOFM. Calls out with the Elder buff now secure. TT in a lot of trouble now with the explosive cast. Not sending you away. Good fellow's breath. But Lyric, now this is where you fight the last stand for TT. A series that looked winnable for them. Weibo Gaming had to take this all the way. And it'd be an impressive win, but still. For TT, this is going to be where it all comes down to it.
Hey, for TT, no matter the result, they showed heart. This was the start of a new era. We won a game.
Okay.
We saw interesting picks.
Ooh, Captain trying out on wants the extra, but won't get it. New, once again, has not had a good hit right here as Frigid's caught out in the back line, and TT is scattered to the wind, onto the Ornn. That poke, absolutely insane, and Captain goes back as well, knocked down with the shift this time. Weibo Gaming ending our huge night. The screen comes back to me. We've broken the system, Lyric. It's time to go to bed, and as New goes to sleep, it might be permanent in this series. The next being defended though, and for Weibo Gaming, you have to hit it down. They're getting pushed off for the time being, trying really hard. Puff onto one block, hang on. Angel needs to hit it, no! No, TT defending! He left defended the Shy! The Shy trying, but it stays! Triple kill for Puff. TT are not letting this one get away from them.
TT, what are you doing? This is where it was supposed to end!
Lyric has been on air for 9 hours just about, approaching. That was a man who's both in love with this game and frustrated. Holy Lord. No.
I'm cool. TT, the sick
that was an
base
outburst.
save. They do it. They killed everyone. We're gonna get to see a replay here. Let's find out how the Shy aggressively going in. Bam! Yuumi locking down SOFM. Weibo kind of taking it slow, kind of all-inning for kills when they could have just hit the Nexus as when we saw the Shy going forward. But you know what? I'm not being picky. You're being picky. That's the end of the replay.
Look at this Shy try, dude. Respect him for trying to help you, Lyric. 37 minutes in, even with the Elder. Puff on the Jinx. full items, 1 out. So at this point, screw the gold league, because Ornn's in the game, guys. It doesn't matter anymore. We're at a point where gold's probably at 4K. The Infernal Soul's the biggest boon, but for Weibo Gaming as they start the Baron, I mean, TT got no base left.
No, now TT, you're going to see if they can go for the steal. I mean, Nu's not even here, so no front line.
All right.
And yeah, round 2 of Weibo pushing down mid and hitting an open nexus. Fight!
Can they do it? Huanfeng simply has to get it in with the net. Gale Force and auto the Nexus one. He would have healed up a bit. I think we're at 50% now, doing my OCE math as Frigid wants to kick onto the Shy. Call the Forge God. They're going to take the base right on here. Right with the final spark too. Frigid getting hit down. This Lee Sin healed up with the Yuumi, but TT on the discovery path right now is New again on top of the Shy. No one dying just yet, but I tell you what, that won't last for long as Captain's poke damage is massive. The minions though are just trying to win the game. If it ends from the minions, how anticlimactic would that be? TT, defend! Put up the defense. 2 inhibitors up and they're waiting for the 3rd. But the Nexus exposed, the super minions again doing a lot of work, and Weibo is scared to come in. People want to go to bed, and TT just won't let them.
No, you're seeing, like you said, the poke coming out from Captain, right? The non-committal damage, using that portal hop, throwing out the paddle star, doing so much work.
Captain
right
called,
there
Captain nuked as well, explosive card.
The
Shy may have just done it. Huanfeng with the finishing touch on top of Frigid as well. TT gonna get exploded, and the Shy, when you need him,
the Shy did it!
He will take you home. Weibo Gaming with a series win in what can only be classified as the most crazy base kidding event of LPL so far.
I'm giving it to him right now. I know I don't decide. I don't decide who MVP is from out there. I don't even have a vote. The Shy, that explosive cask, that gets the MVP, and I hope it's on our MVP graphic as well. It's the words, that explosive cask would be beautiful. This was a mess. This was all over the place. I don't know what this is. I don't even know who I am at this point in time on broadcast, Hysterics. I know you're Jake. I'm Jordan. Lyric and Hysterics. Now you, the game go.
Well, it's 11:30 for the players. And so this couldn't go any further. Any further. It is bedtime for a lot of the players. You got to get that rest and get into training tomorrow. But Lyric, dude, that game was something else. And the fact that TT made the base defense when Elder Soul was up on Weibo Gaming's team is incredible. So
I gotta say though, honestly, with how long this went, I would have preferred TT to win. Screw it. Give TT a win. They held out the base at the end. Why not just Captain getting caught out? So sad for TT. And maybe I'm just saying that because I saw Captain be sad walking off the stage, but apples and oranges.
Oh God, I've never heard you yell like that. I've never heard that sense of frustration.
I'm just very lucky that my roommate left and went to work, or woo, God, I might get kicked out. But man, the frustration was real from both sides. That game, the whole series really Game 1 looked good. We saw clear individual strengths on both sides, right? Weibo Gaming Soul Laners were just better than TT's all 3 games in laning phase. They were dominated all along. The bot lane, though, for the side of TT, I think was the big surprise. Or maybe just how much more they were able to get done, especially with Frigid, right? Because Frigid, he sits in lanes for like 5 minutes straight.
He does.
This man does not farm his camps. He does not care.
Patient man. Lyric, I'm going to cough. Ladies and gentlemen, that's from casting. Don't think anything of it. That game, was it as good as JDG versus LGD? That's my question for you. Because I think that it's a lot more entertaining. It was a nice last stand from TT. And this is where you give credit to them again. Where you give me something to work with.
All I can focus on is ET are waiting for UCal and Chieftain, and they'll be here soon. And I don't know if that'll make them better, but it'll change something. So it might be fine. But if not, you know, we saw them win a game in this series, so maybe there's hope, and TT fans out there rejoice.
Well, they're going to be joining a 0-5 team. Because for TT, one individual game win's great, but still, it's another series loss. They are the bottom team in the LPL. And the fact that they got their first game win in this series blows my mind. The fact that we went to all 3 games over 3 series. We start a broadcast. It's time to uptime this lyric and have a quick look. 9 hours and 28 minutes. The broadcast has been live, so you've been doing well. I only came in for the last 2 series. You've been live.
You know what? I have one thing to say. I wish good luck to Ox and Dagda over this weekend.
You guys don't know, Dagda's on tomorrow for all 3. Orcs on Sunday. So you color casters get a mighty special doozy. I'm not back till Monday, and you're not back. You're not back till and then that's your last cast, so you get a well rested reward.
True. Then my last cast and I'm gone. You're right.
That's true. You're gone. Okay. So my question to you before people go to LEC, and I believe we go to an interview. I'm not sure. My question to you is: does this put now so much faith in Weibo Gaming? Are they your new favorite team? Are they a top 4? Are they top 6? What do you think about this team?
I have no idea. Honestly, let me just refresh my mind, because my mind is pretty numb right now over what teams we even have in the LPL. Oh, wait, never mind. We have an interview. So,
okay. Hold the thought, and I'll ask you after this. Didn't get to hear who it was. I'm going to guess the Shy.
On.
Okay, you do on, I'll do the Shy. Over to Sam.
Hello guys, welcome to the interview, and we invite the support from Weibo Gaming on to join us in the interview. First, congratulations on your win today, and my first question is about Game 1, about your draft, because after you locked in Caitlyn, they picked Lux to distract your bot duo. So what is your game strategy or target on the Lux? 那么首先恭喜你们今天2-1战胜了对手，然后想要问一下，第一局比赛当中，其实对面拆散了你们女警拉克斯的组合，选下了拉克斯加厄斐琉斯的组合。那你们之后是怎么样在游戏中去应对他们这样的组合的呢？
就我们选一个比较有进攻型的辅助，然后一直针对他们的下路吧，因为他们下路2个都是没有位移的英雄，所以打野跟我配合的话，应该很容易好的抓死。
At that time, we think that we should pick some engaging support and engage on them with our junglers to dive in their bottom side of the tower dive, and we think that they are lack of kind of move speed and they cannot run away from our ganks. And the second question is about the potential pentakill for Huanfeng today. In Game 1, Huanfeng got a quadra kill, and after that, what is your team communication? 那么其实同样在第一局当中，焕锋是有机会拿到5杀的，当时他是拿了一个4杀。想问一下，在女警拿到那个4杀之后，你们队内是怎么样去做沟通的？
就焕锋没拿4杀之前，他已经一直说要5杀了，我们也一直在说5杀5杀，也是很想让给他，但是对面不给。
At that time, before Huanfeng got a quadra kill, he is calling for Penta. But at that time, we just tried to make the Penta for him. But unluckily, he didn't get a Penta at the end. And the third question is about your ambition and goal for this split. Because with the Shy joining the team, I think you must have some expectation for this split. 那么第3个问题其实也是问到，就是这个赛季随着The Shy的加入，相信你对这个赛季也会有不同的期待。不知道你对于这个赛季的期许是什么样的呢？
我觉得我们队伍是5个都很强健的选手吧，只要我们配合的比较好，我觉得我们应该能打出很好的成绩。
I think all of the 5 rosters of our team are really, really strong. So with better team synergy, I think we can reach higher. And that's for the interview. 再一次感谢 On 来接受我们的采访。Back to you guys. Bye bye.